Rotations are the skeleton of everything that we do. It's a systems approach. It's how we manage fertility, weeds, pests, and how we achieve good yields from our crops. Abbey Home Farm is 650 hectares of mixed organic. I manage market garden and field scale rotations, balanced to meet demand and keep the system resilient. These principles work the same in polytunnels, glasshouses or at field scale. We grow 6 hectares of fruit and veg to sell in our farm shop. Everything we do here at the farm is based around the rotations we have. This is about a systems approach. Nothing is dealt with individually, everything is dealt with holistically. Knowledge about rotations is particularly important for new entrants into horticulture or those wishing to scale up their operations. We start all our rotations with a period of fertility building. This is to restore and enhance soil health. Here at Abbey Home Farm, we do all of our fertility building with green manures. We use them at the start, but also during cash cropping to keep fertility going, especially over the winter. After cash cropping, heavy rains wash nutrients away, so cover crops mop those up and hold them for your next crop. Organic matter is just as important as legumes. It feeds the soil over time. Treat your cover crops with the same importance as a cash crop. I describe rotations as a fertility cascade. We grow a sequence of ever decreasing hungry crops and then we build fertility again to go through the sequence. This field is a soil type called Cotswold Brash. It's very stony, in places it resembles a patio. Now when you've got stones like this in the field, it makes it very difficult to direct drill crops or mechanically harvest. Long fertility lays are essential. They build soil structure, add organic matter and hold moisture. After the lay in this field, fertility peaks, which is when brassicas thrive. In this rotation, we grow long season brassicas as the first cash crop to make best use of the fertility. After that, we grow alliums. Brassicas help offset certain diseases that alliums are affected by. At the end of the rotation, we grow squash and sweet corn, which we undersow with a full fertility mix to give us an extra 6 months of fertility building, which cycles back through to the beginning of the rotation. Our loamy field is a 6-year cycle. 3 years of fertility building, followed by cash cropping. But as footfall has risen in the shop, we've moved to a 5-year cycle. Still 2 years of fertility building, followed by potatoes, brassicas, and then root vegetables. This loam soil works well for direct drilling and mechanical harvesting. We shortened from 6 to 5 years because we had plenty of fertility, didn't need that long build phase, and we needed more cropping space. Rotations adapt as you need them to. One of the key challenges for many growers is needing twice the amount of brassicas as any other crop family. For this reason, we have brassicas in both of our field scale rotations. Many pests and diseases are crop family specific, so moving them to different plots each year disrupts these pests. But with serious ones like blight in potatoes, white rot in alliums, clubroot in brassicas, don't put these crops back in the same soil for 5 years, and this guards against these pernicious diseases. Every crop family is cultivated, weeded and harvested at a different time of year, and that controls different kinds of weeds. Potatoes and brassicas cast dense shade, putting weeds like couch grass and thistle in the dark. By the time you get to growing crop families like alliums and root vegetables, these weeds are kept under control. When I arrived here at the farm, the crops were moving around from field to field. Since I've been here as head grower, we've fixed the rotation. That means we haven't got to keep moving the infrastructure such as irrigation pipes around with the crops, and it means we can bring in techniques such as agroforestry. This again demonstrates that rotations don't need to be set in stone, and they can be adapted to accommodate new techniques. For small to medium scale growers, it's not that uncommon to have 2 rotations. One for your intensive market garden and one for your more extensive field scale operations. That just facilitates more efficient use of time and weekly behaviour. Think permaculture zones. Intensive crops close, resilient crops further out. When designing rotations, it's really important to maximise use of available space. You want to match the length and width of your rotation areas all the way through the rotation. This allows you to make most efficient use of infrastructure such as crop protection meshes and irrigation equipment. So take your field and draw the biggest rectangle you can fit in there. Do all your cash cropping inside that rectangle. Then, any odd shapes left around the edges, that's where you put your compost heaps, polytunnels and sheds. In the wider farming industry, rotations have somewhat been left to the side since the advent of chemicals. With the current focus moving back towards sustainability, rotations are coming back to the fore. So, remember the key principles. Start with fertility building, think in rectangles and keep all your beds the same length, keep crop families moving, and don't be afraid to adapt. Every field and every season is different. It's a systems approach and it works. If you want to learn more about rotations in horticulture, then take a look at the Agricology website and look at their technical guide to horticultural rotations.